I must confess. I'll tell them when they return. I must confront it now.
Frozen, Father dear.
I ain't never grown that certain. Where's that boy?
The river were to freeze, there'd be a deal of distress.
There's always enough of that. Distress is forever going about like soot in the air. Where is that boy?
Sit and eat, Father, and we'll talk.
Now, Lizzie. Where's that boy at?
Well, it would seem, Father, that Charlie has a gift for learning.
Unnatural boy.
And so not wanting to be a burden to you, he made up his mind to seek his fortune from learning. And he hopes very much that you can forgive him.
My forgiveness. I'll never set eyes on that boy again. He's disowned his own father. Unnatural boy. Now I know why those men turned away from me just now. 'Cause he is a man. I ain't good enough for any don't stone!
Put the knife down.
What's the matter, Liz? You'd never think I'd hurt you, Liz. Lizzie, come on. Lizzie, my girl. Lizzie. My love. Come.
The florist begs leave to remind Mr. Lamley of the bill of payment, sir.
I would have thought it imprudent even for you to continue to buy goods that you cannot afford.
More fool you not to have noticed this deficiency in my financial affairs before we became jointly responsible for them.
I was deceived.
I cannot get rid of you, and you cannot get rid of me. I suggest we reach a mutual understanding which might carry us through.
An understanding?
With a little encouragement from our friends, we mutually deceived each other into wedlock. I suggest we will keep these mortifying facts to ourselves. Agreed?
All right, lady.
Where are we going to put them all?
Paper's buzzing about me ears. Apple pie order.
So if you would try me as your secretary, for a trial period only, naturally I would keep exact accounts of all the expenditure that you sanctioned and write letters, under your strict direction, of course. And I would transact business with the people under your employment.
I would have said I already have in my employment a literary man with a wooden leg. And this rounding up the papers?
Would be continuous, of course.
Now, let's try a letter next.
To whom should it be addressed?
Well, anyone. Try yourself.
Mr. Boffin presents his compliments to Mr. John Rokesmith and begs to say that he has decided on giving Mr. John Rokesmith a trial in the capacity that he desires to fill. It is quite understood that Mr. Boffin is in no way committed to a salary, which will be postponed for some indefinite period. And Mr. Boffin relies on Mr. John Rokesmith's assurance that he will be both faithful and serviceable, and enter upon his duties immediately.
That's the fairest set-down letter I've ever heard. Let's shake on it. Now, I may not have mentioned to you that it is Mrs. Boffin's inclination to go in the way of fashion.
I rather inferred that from the scale in which your new establishment is to be maintained.
Yes, going to be a spanker. Old Harmon was not much loved. He was a harsh man. But fair to me. His child. When the son was a little boy, came up and down these stairs to see his father. He often cried on these stairs, poor little thing. Starved of love, that's what he was. My old lady here did her best to give it to him.
Here. This is where the boy wrote his name several times and measured himself here on this sunny patch.
Let's take care of these names, old lady. They must never be rubbed out in our lifetime, nor ever if we can help it.
Where'd you come from, Mr. Rokesmith?
I've been in many places.
What do you do for a living?
I've had some aspirations, but I've been disappointed. I have to begin my life once more.
You'd think, wouldn't you, Miss Abbey, that with the general interest the Harmon case has aroused, not least the substantial reward offered, that some clue to the murderer might have arisen? There's been a notice in the Times every day in search of the stranger Handford, our mysterious friend from the mortuary. There may be none of your regulars. Those that can read, peruse that journal.
I can read. And I think that most know the meaning of the figures £10,000, whether they can sign their names or not. This house is a respecter of the river, and an especial respecter of its dead. And I think that you also know that this house is a respecter of the law. The Harmon poster is peeling on my walls. Not one of my regulars who is to be trusted has remarked on it. Get away from here, Riderhood. I've told you, you're not welcome in this house.
But I haven't done nothing. You can't refuse to serve me.
I can do what I like in my own house. Now get away with you. You will not drink in here again.
And what of Jesse Hexam, Riderhood's partner? Is he allowed to drink alongside you at the counter, Miss Abbey?
No, but I can name you 20 others hereabouts who are also denied the pleasure. Do you think they all had an hand in the Harmon crime?
Are you watching me, Mr. Rokesmith?
No. Indeed, Miss Wilfer, I am charged with a message for you.
I find that most unlikely.
From Mrs. Boffin. She will have the pleasure of receiving you soon at the new house. I find that I'm to become Mr. Boffin's secretary.
And will you always be there, Mr. Rokesmith, at the new house?
Always? No. Very much there, yes. Have no fear. You need pay me little attention. I will transact the business and you the pleasure. You will have nothing to do but enjoy and attract.
Attract?
The loss of your fiancé, John Harmon, may one day be repaired. Of course, I speak merely of wealth.
So, sir, I don't suppose we'll be doing much more. Declining and falling.
Wag, I've got an offer to make you.
You'll not be wanting my services now you got your brand new house and brand new secretary.
Steady, Wag. It's my idea that you should stay here in the bower. Keep it for us. This is a pleasant spot. Man with coal, candles, £1 a week. Might be in clover, eh?
You still want reading?
Yeah.
And no extra for what you was thinking of offering for the overlooking of this fearsome place.
Of course you will be extra compensated for your trouble.
Mr. Boffin, consider it done.
How the wind sounds up here. As if we were keeping a lighthouse. I wish we were.
Don't you think it would bore us?
No more than any other place. And we would be blessedly free, both of society in general, and in particular my father.
Speaking of which, shall we touch upon the eligible lady your respected father has found for you?
I assure you my intentions are opposed to touching the lady. How could I possibly undertake matrimony? I, so easily bored. So constantly.
So totally. Who the devil are you? Where the devil have you come from?
I beg your pardons, governors, but might either of you be lawyer Lightwood?
I am Lightwood. Who are you, fellow?
I'm a man as gets me living by the sweat of me brow, governors. Not wanting to risk being done out of the sweat of me brow, I should wish afore going further to be swore in.
You're out of luck, for I'm not a swearer-in of people.
Alfred David.
Alfred David. Is that your name?
No, I want to sit down. An Alfred David.
I think you mean affidavit. I'm afraid you're out of luck, as my friend doesn't do affidavits either.
I must be took down.
Why don't you tell us what your business is?
It's about money.
about a £10,000 reward, that's what it's about. It's about murder.
Now, what is your full name?
Roger Riderhood. Some call me Rogue, but that is a friendly name by those that don't know me.
Dwelling place?
Limehouse Hole.
Calling? Or occupation?
Waterside character.
Anything against you? Ever in trouble?
Once. Pick at a seaman's pocket, though in reality I was an innocent man.
Naturally. Maybe he wasn't keen on anyone asking him what he was doing on the river that night.
I'll tell you, I'm giving Jesse Hexam up to you, and I want him took. I want him took this night. Gaffer's out. His boat's out. His daughter's home. Supper's ready, so he was expected last high water. Must have missed it for some reason.
Then we must watch and wait. We'll shelter and wait over there.
If we take the father, she will be left alone.
Father? Father, is that you?
Don't you feel like a dark combination of a traitor and a pickpocket when you think about that girl, Mortimer?
He's gonna cheat me. He's looking to cheat an honest man. Where are you hiding?
sort of slipped past us. It'll be morning soon and we'll be seen.
Suppose I put out in my boat. Take a look in his favourite haunts.
Found it! Gaffer's boat! He's in luck! Oh, I knew it. He's in luck.
He's found Hexam's boat. But where's Hexam?
I told you. You got lucky.
He's been fishing.
Oh, God. Drowned by his own tow rope. He went out to search for the dead. Death found him first.
He's escaped me. He's dead before I can profit. He's done me again.
People came from many different towns to meet the procession.
Etiam coram diosa oppida.
Offering sacrifices, raising altars to the souls of the deceased, and weeping and wailing in displays of grief.
Tamen obi et victimus aqua. Aristis manibus, statuentes lacrimus, et conclamantionibus, dolorem testubanta.
Very good, Hexam. So, you've asked for permission to see your sister. I've half a mind to go with you.
I'd rather you didn't see her before she was settled, sir.
Look here, Hexam, I hope your sister may be good company for you.
Do you doubt it, sir?
I do not know. I put it to you to consider.
My sister keeps me here through her hard work.
And your sister has wisely reconciled herself to your separation so as not to impede your progress. And you do. Make good progress. In time, you'll pass an examination and become a teacher yourself. But it will take many hours of hard work. Hour upon hour. As it did me.
If you would see my sister, sir, I know that you would judge her wise.
Yes, Judge.
Well, we always
He's an invaluable man, Rokesmith. He works at my affairs like 50 men, but he won't ever meet any of our visitors.
Oh,
Perhaps he considers himself above it.
Oh, no, my dear, it isn't that.
It's very kept down air for a man of his age. I wish you could persuade him to come out into society with us, Bella, dear.
Perhaps he considers himself beneath it.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm second cousin.
She is so trivial, so capricious, so mercenary. And yet, she is so beautiful.
His attentions were fitting, amusing even in Holloway. But here, oh, they're hardly appropriate.
And so my dilemma. I have worked my way into a position of power in this house so that I may watch her every move, follow her every step. And yet she barely notices me.
There is something strange about Mr. Rokesmith. He shadows me day and night.
Look, there's
What a strange sensation. I do not belong among the living any more than these poor souls, for I lie buried somewhere else.
I was saying, I think it very bad manners for a man to pretend to be what he is not. Don't you think?
I hope I do not pretend to be what I'm not.
Oh, come, Mr. Rokesmith. Surely you can cast off your mysterious disguise and join us.
No, I don't like the river. It makes me sick.
So you have never been to see Mr. Rokesmith?
Why do you ask? I cannot keep my secret any longer. I must tell them my story. I must confess. I'll tell them when they return. I must confront it now. I came back to England shrinking from my father's memory, from my father's money and from my father's choice of bride, mistrustful of everyone and everything. I had become aware over the course of the voyage that a third mate, one George Radford, bore a similarity to myself that occasioned me to be mistaken for him. We gradually formed an acquaintance, and it being known by general rumour that I was making the voyage to England to claim my inheritance, he by degrees came to know of my sad history and my uneasiness of mind as to my future, and in particular my future wife. So we hatched the plot that on landing we would change identities to buy me a little more time before reporting to Mr. Lightwood. We would watch Miss Bella Wilfer, as she accuses me of watching her now. As part of our plan, I left the ship alone. When we stopped at Riderhood's, I was still not suspicious, although I remember him taking a twist of paper from one pocket to another before we set out for our lodging house. We cannot have gone a mile from that shop before we came to the house. It was a terrible windy night. I will never forget that roaring. Why don't we exchange our disguises now? He was full of helpful suggestions. We celebrated the start of our plan with a drink. The drug must have been powerful, for it took effect immediately. The next thing I knew, I was looking at myself as if I was a spirit hovering outside of my own body. Radford took my identity and the sum of money that he had betrayed me for. And then suddenly, it was the sound of an axe. Like a woodcutter felling trees, a crashing of wood. They were attacking my attacker. My double-crosser was being double-crossed. The irony was that their blows did not rain so hard on me. This is John Harmon drowning. John Harmon is drowning. I do not know how long I was in the water. I do not know which side the river spat me out of. I do not know how long I lay there. I do know that I was chilled to the heart. With the little money I had somehow concealed from the murderers, I wandered the city. The police poster described myself, John Harmon, being found dead and mutilated in the river. Described my dress and the papers in my pocket, and stated where I was lying, waiting to be identified. A brush with death has a profound effect. The heart is terrified and the mind has cold reason. I decided to stay in this half-death limbo. Why shouldn't I try my plan, after all? Having mysteriously disappeared, I could still test Bella. It seemed to my frozen mind an excellent plan. The inquest pronounced me dead. John Harmon died. Julius Hanford disappeared. And John Rokesmith was born.
got up because my back's bad and my legs are queer. I'm the person of the house.
I was looking for my sister.
We're very fond of his sister, aren't we? She's our particular friend. And who's the other gentleman?
This is Mr. Headstone, my schoolmaster.
I suppose we must let them sit. We must work hard, mustn't we? I had a doll married last week.
Charlie.
There, Liz. See? Here's Mr. Headstone to see you. How well you look, Liz.
Oh, don't she look well? Everyone thinks so, don't they, Lizzie, my dear?
Does Charlie do well, Mr. Headstone?
I suppose your sister has received little teaching, Hexam. And yet she hardly seems like an ignorant person.
Lizzie has as much thought as the best, Mr. Headstone. Too much, perhaps. She used to look at the river and have strange fancies.
I don't like that.
It's a painful thought that if I do as well as you hope, I shall be, I won't say disgraced as such, but rather put to the blush by a sister who really has been very good to me.
There is another possibility. Some man might come to admire your sister. Be a sad drawback for him, this inequality in education.
That's my drift, sir.
Yes, but you speak as a brother. A brother, you see, cannot help the connection. Whereas a husband would do.
Lizzie could learn quickly. Enough to pass muster. Certainly if given a little education.
Yes, well, I'll think about it, Hexam. I'll think about it maturely.
I remember that.
Oh, dear. Nick fell over the side.
Dangling. It's very pleasurable.
Oh, it was
Very
lovely.
pleasurable.
I've never seen the...
So consider what will happen if I come back to life. My dear friends, good old faithful servants, they deserve my fortune. I know that they plan to spend it wisely. If I were to come back to life, I will inherit that fortune, and with it, sordidly buy a beautiful creature who has little regard for me. I would buy her, and debase her in her own eyes as well as mine. It is a dilemma of my own making, but I cannot keep silent. I cannot stay stranded in this limbo between life and death.
Come in, my dear.
Yeah. Come in, join us.
I'm sorry. I had something to tell you. But it can wait. It can wait until tomorrow.
Well, if you're sure. Oh, come and join us anyway.
No. I'll say goodnight. She has me under her spell. She has made me powerless. I am nobody. If I tell her my secret now, I may lose everything. I will continue to watch her for a little while longer.